cape can be used to appear like a messiah, as you see at the start of the film, and would represent all the changes that Dementus was going through.
George said, have you ever been very close to a tiger? And I said, no. It looks very beautiful, so you want to touch it, but at the same time, you would be very scared.
It was George's idea to have the shape of the nose, the prosthetic nose. I think just he envisioned sort of Roman statues, Greek statue. Something certainly otherworldly from what we see in the Wasteland.
The beard is made out of yak hair, and it's a hand-laid, so it means that every day is a new beard.
It's like being buried alive in sand, really itchy, hairy sand.
George always wanted the clean version of that look, but Chris had the idea that it should be more rough, being in the Wasteland.
This one pair of contact lenses had quite a large sort of pupil on it, and as soon as I put them in, I looked kind of tweaked and out of my mind and just a little unhinged.
It takes 3 hours between prosthetic, beard, makeup, and wig.
And Chris doesn't like to sit in the chair for a long time, so...
I love you, but you make it so difficult.
Me?
You make it so
You might look brilliant, but in a world where there's no rule of law or any rules but to survive, what do you become? When he becomes the Red Dementus, he has a red cape. And then as he becomes the Dark Dementus, all the soot and oil and everything, it becomes basically grey. The essential question that he asks, what's the amount of moral injury? What trauma do you have to get to this point?
So this item is Dementus' teddy bear. He too has his own journey.
You can hold this if you want it.
It became quite a figure through the film, you know. It sort of moves position throughout the film. Worn sort of proud on the back at one point, it's chest, it's hanging off the hip, it sort of ends up sort of closer to his crotch, and it's all kind of twisted, dark sort of complication to that, which people can sort of fill in their own understanding.
Chris was quite drawn to this little guy because he feels so real. He's slightly worn at the ears and all the places where you might hold a teddy for comfort.
He's a product of the Wasteland. I think everyone there has suffered to such an extent. You can't not be hardened and changed and warped. One of the most important scenes in the film for me, I think, and for George too, it's maybe the second thing we shot.
We cannot be soft!
The lesson to his men is, do not believe there's something better. Do not display weakness. Do not be soft. That dialogue I felt like was almost something he was repeating that had been yelled to him once upon a time. Something that an abusive father might stamp upon their son.
There's no hope! Not for them, not for you!
He understood his character such that he'd say, I think this character would do this.
A subtle sort of a thing.
That's good.
And
I began to rely on him.
Okay.
Oh, much better.
Okay, cool.
Chris understood how it fitted into the context of the whole story.
The difference between what I did then, but just something, yeah. You break my heart, and that's not fair.
Something about that I found it heartbreaking, you know, to have to sort of stifle any emotion and keep it locked up and bury it deep inside. I think he lost all sense of hope that there was something better, an alternative to this.
He does become the face of her pain. He does become her constant tormentor. And he wants to make her tougher, and he wants to make her epic.
We're invited to see, is there a difference between the tyrannical Dementus and Furiosa? Or have they become the same person?
I'm right there with you.
This certainly ignited something in me that I hadn't felt at all or for a long, long time. And something that sort of the moment I had read it to the moment we finished shooting has been spinning around my brain, and I'm sure will continue to do so for a few more years.